creating possible choices. Did you say allowance, Pascal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Allowing to see what we see, allowing to see what we resist seeing. The opposites, the duality, the what I want and see what I don't want. See where I'm blaming, where I'm not. What am I defending?
Bringing it all into perspective.
Yes. The ends, the opposites, the space between it. Because or otherwise we're just stuck in our perspective, our view of it.
And not see what we're doing wrong as failures, just seeing it as things that we shouldn't be doing that way. I've changed a lot of words I used to use on myself, but just switching your way of looking at it, even though it's the same, gives a whole different meaning to yourself.
Yeah, you stop spelling yourself.
Yep. Good example is when I'm missing someone. I used to be sad about it. Now I actually feel happy because missing is just because someone I loved is not here anymore. So missing is a part of loving.
And the stories we get in can hook us, can keep us in that, can trap us. It's like a fish hook, right? It goes in easy, but man, it does not want to come out.
No.
Good analogy.
We don't want to surrender. We don't want to allow. We tend not to, especially when we're emotionally charged. emotionally triggered. I see it. There's a conflict between families, between family members, cousins, young, teenagers, cousins, and man.
They just want the other to accept your way.
Exactly.
Instead of allowing both possibilities.
Yeah, there isn't. There's just one on both sides. They both want to be right. Like two fish hooks that are stuck. And so emotionally charged and draining, and so personal. And neither one of them can see it in themselves.
Yeah, that's why I intensify.
Yeah. And it just goes in circles. An unresolving circle. That just picks up more trash along the way. Like it's shame and guilt and judging and blaming. Not even looking at, oh, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm
Worst
just
part,
creating it. Maybe I'm making it up. Maybe I'm holding on to it.
the worst part, there is nothing to gain from all the judging and all that. There's only things to lose.
Yes. It's just rubbing more sandpaper together.
Mm.
She said, she said, she said, she said.
Mm-hmm. I found a good question to ask is, what are you protecting?
But it's the age where we've just been taught not to show vulnerability, and saying that, oh, I might be wrong, is showing a vulnerability.
I don't want anyone to think I'm wrong. Oh, and then we have the parents, right? Well, the parents are, well, it's not my child. Well, both parents. They're feeding the loop in which they're in.
Yeah. Like saying, Or you're just acting like her, or you're just acting like him.
Oh yes. And you know, it's awesome. Well, not awesome, but it's like, oh, we can observe it, like we can talk about it in their family, like, oh, they're just like their daughter and mother are just the same. And it's like, well, that's exactly the same right here, too. Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just the other side of the fence.
In a way, they're both stuck in the victim role.
Yeah, for sure. And the shame and the blame and the guilt and the hurt, you know, it's like, oh, let's just keep bringing that on until they apologize. Oh, that's all I want. Okay.
And now we know where World War III started.
It's just the same, right?
Yep.
Different flavors, but same side, digging in, defending that fish hook. Everybody put their fish hook in. Rather than looking at, well, what can we create of possibilities?
And when they really think,
Allowing,
when they probably really think about it, it's old news now what they're arguing about.
you know, and not even really knowing what they want, just used to fighting, defending. And the cycle continues. And I don't help, right? Any input I get is pieces of shit.
It's because you're not agreeing with their point of view.
Yep, because I don't help.
Well, you're probably helping the most by not interfering.
Yeah, I'm observing, that's for sure.
If you did help, you would just be feeding their ego.
We can't hear anything else, especially emotionally.
Hmm. And both of them just become teenagers. Hmm.
Locked in the jackets of being right, filled with fish hooks. Definitely how we harden our heart.
While they're trying to catch a illusion fish.
Yes. It's like bitching about catching a fish without putting a hook in the water.
Well, the other one don't have the hook in the water, so why should I?
Yes, thank you.
The excuses they come up with.
Yes, justifications even. And it's like it's learned from somewhere, from someone. And everyone. Like but it's patterns. It's like, oh yeah, that's your pattern. And even me saying it, it's like oh, where's my pattern in all of this?
It's being neutral, the best party you can be.
I was thinking in terms of the patterns that she picked up from me, like even though mine have changed, right? She could latch onto my old patterns just as being seeing them, observing them, because it's easy for me to say, oh, that's your mother's pattern.
Yeah, it is now.
Yeah, yes, yeah. But that doesn't help, I know.
You still have influenced her for what, 12 years, 13 years?
Yeah.
So it's just one's own old patterns. But it's a life lesson they're going through.
Yes. Yeah. And it feels like the end of the world. And we not willing to do what would work or something different. We just want to do the same thing to resolve it. Avoid it, sweep it under the rug.
Instead of sitting down together and find a common ground to walk on and just
Yeah.
leave the differences as, oh, I allow you to have that. You can have that.
Yes. This hurts me when you do this. Oh, this hurts me when you do this. Oh, I'm sorry. It's like, it's like hold the relationship how you want it, right? How you want it. Can you move forward together, right? Or separate, be apart, be done. See, those are the possibilities. The solution will exist in there, but not until we see the 2 points. We say, oh, just because we're cousins doesn't mean that we have to be together. But we know that's not what they want until they look at it. Try it on as a possibility. Oh, I don't like that one. Good. We'll bring it back, bring it closer to the other side. Silly humans.
Oh,
But unfortunately, they see that as losing their way of looking
Yep. Surrendering. That's that vulnerability.
Yeah. But vulnerability is actually a strength. But we haven't been taught that. Or they could just tell each other, well, you have one way of looking at it. And agree to disagree.
Yeah, but in their mind, it's the only way. So if you say that sometime, they'll be like, no, it's not one way, it's the only way.
That's the trouble. Ooh. If they could only see themselves.
Yeah, and then you say, well, if that's the only way, that means 8 billion people will agree with you.
Nope.
I don't know. I haven't tried that one, so I'm not sure that will work. That's a possibility to bring awareness.
Unfortunately, it would probably just bring more problems because 4 billion would agree with one of them and 4 billion with the other, and then we got a discussion worldwide about it.
It's kind of funny if we're in a dark room and then I offer you a headlamp, everybody will take it. They want to see. But in our nature, like, no, 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 I don't want to see. We'd rather stay in our darkness.
They don't see it as darkness because they got their one way of looking at
Yeah. Oh, these guys.
it. And just look how much time they spend on the negative when they could have created something uh, together with that time, a common understanding for both of them, something they could both agree to. But they rather waste their energy of the one way of looking.
Hmm.
It's the same with lots of people. When you ask them if they could do something, they would rather stand and argue with you for 5 minutes than they could have been done with 2 minutes than doing it.
Then create something new. Yeah. Jesse, are you still watching the show about Alien on Netflix that you were talking about the other day? Rising Alien or Rise, something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah, I am Pascal, resident alien.
Oh, Resident Alien. Yeah, I watched a few episodes. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it's,
Pretty interesting.
yeah, it's my son and I. My son enjoys it, so if we get a few moments, let's watch that. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's
Still
different.
trying, still trying to figure out how to kill that kid.
Yeah, they they kind of decided they needed each other.
Oh. That's the first thing that came to mind when you said it. I said, he should watch Tom and Jerry or the Roadrunner and see that will never go good.
Yep. Fighting never goes good.
Nope. I've even seen one Roadrunner where he actually catches the Roadrunner. Then he starts thinking about what would his life be then. And
Right?
he just saw himself getting tired and old with nothing to do. And he lets it go, and then he realizes, oh my God, I'm hungry. It's the same dilemma with everything in life. Can't live with it, can't live without
Yep. We'll always be cousins, right? Or we'll always be family. It's like you can't live with them, can't live without them. marriages. Here's the real difference is with children. That relationship is between the parent and the child. That one is different.
And it changed. It's like a wave. So I see it with Kai, like most of the time he wants to be with mommy, you know. Even though he's with daddy, he wants to be with mommy. If he cries, he says, "Mommy, mommy, mommy," and I'm like, "Well, mommy's not here for a while, you know." Like, daddy can do something for you, but if you're only looking for mommy, like you're gonna have to wait, buddy.
That's the one thing you can't do. You can't be mommy.
Yeah, yeah.
They want what they can't have.
Well, I think when he was young, he was really, really young. Like he was confused a bit because he looked for my nipples a lot, and then he realized there's no milk there. Like, dude, gotta have to wait for mommy, I guess.
And what he said was, "What good are you?"
Right, right. Yeah, yeah. And then my ego goes down, and then I'm sad,
Yeah, and yeah, and jealous of the
Yeah,
relationship that mommy's gonna have.
yeah,
And then knowing that any time that he's hungry or is sad or he's gonna go to his mommy.
right. While I can do it, I can have my me time.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a different way to look at it, I guess.
And seeing the possible possibilities in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And be reminded that they don't need you.
No.
Right. It's like
Well, as soon as he gets his first bike and the chain jumps off, you ain't gonna go to mommy with that.
mhm.
Right.
Oh, but yeah, those aren't important events, right?
No. Nah.
As
Yesterday,
soon
like he came out of the bath and then like he decided to run naked. So like he was and he wants to go see mommy, but all of a sudden like he had to go to washroom. So what he did, he just sat down and just pee. Yeah. He thought it was a good spot there. Carpet is nice and warm, it's just comfortable. Why not?
he just wanted to make you feel important so you could dry it up.
And mommy's like, "You gonna clean this up?"
Yeah, he wanted to show his love to you.
Yes, sir. Uh,
Mm.
Pascal, it's a yes, and may I have another?
what's that?
Yes, and may I have
Yeah, yeah,
another?
right, right. Yeah.
It works if we work it.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
from his perspective, if he had a diaper on, he would just be wet.
Yeah, I would have to change that too, right?
Yeah.
Might as well clean the carpet, right? You might as well just run naked all the time, you know?
Put a newspaper down here and there.
Yeah, yeah, that's Adam Sandler, right?
Adam Sandler.
I love that. Put more newspaper. Ah, no problem. You spill the milk? Yeah, no problem. Just need more newspaper. Yeah. Maybe I need 2 subscription. Uh,
Two subscriptions.
More newspaper, right?
That's right.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, everyone has their right, right, to be right. When we can accept that, when we can allow that, we can let go of being right,
Mm.
being fair, being truth and lies. Ugh.
The words from yesterday, letting go.
Yeah. And love them no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually a good answer when they say, "What do you think about it, Daddy?" Oh, I love you so. That wasn't what I was asking. I love you no matter what. Just staying out of the crossfire, agreeing or disagreeing with them, keeping it
Oh
simple
yeah.
and true.
Yeah, yeah. I love you too. I love you throwing the two. I love you too. Especially if I'm getting whatever.
Mm. I just came across like two, well, there's more than two, but like poster on the wall, and two caught my attention. One of them is like, when we are no longer able to change the situation, we are challenged to change ourselves.
Good one.
And that's from Viktor Frankl.
Yep.
And then the other one, in 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on.
Goes on, yeah.
No matter what, it goes on.
Yep.
And just lets it go, right? Like those, there's so much in those words.
Mm.
Allows people to be whatever they're choosing to be, however they want it to go. And what we question is the intention. And what we make up is what we think their intention is to protect us.
So in a way, everything is just make believe.
Yeah. And we're gonna go with the path of least resistance, which means the same patterns that are there, we're going to keep doing them unless we put more effort to change them. Or we become aware of, which is an awareness, not like work hard at changing them, which in a way it is. But we have to do it for ourselves.
Yep.
And everyone else wants to do it for us if they don't like it.
Because you're not right in the way you're doing it. According to them.
Yep, their rightness.
Yeah.
And who's right? We are.
Then the fish hook circle goes again.
Yeah, stuck in there. Just went a little deeper. We fought just a little harder. So that fish hook goes a little deeper, gets a stronger hold. What is that? The Chinese, what's that? The finger thing, you know, you put it on your fingers and the harder you pull, the
Finger trap.
stronger it holds on.
Yeah. You have to push to make it release.
Well, guys, thanks for spending the morning with me.
Thanks for an expansive day.
Mhm.
You both have a blessed day.
Thanks, Heinz. You too. You too, Pascal.
Yeah, have a great day, guys.
Thank you.
All right, love and hugs.
Until next time.
You too. Bye.
Thanks.